Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Let's suppose that we have a function g with domain R2 and codomain R2, and we define it as being g of xy, so a coordinate xy living in R2 will be sent to a coordinate in R2, which we could say is 2x plus y, comma x minus y. Let's just take a function like this. All right, let's practice finding some fibers. What is a fiber? Fiber is a preimage of a single element of the codomain, meaning it's all things that are mapped to or sent to that codomain element over here. So, for instance, let's suppose that we want to find the fiber over 0, 0. So we can write that as G inverse of 0, 0. We're thinking of 0, 0 as being a singleton set, but we can just take it as an element here in the notation. So G inverse of 0, 0 would be what? So everything that's sent to 0, 0. So we think xy, we want that to go to 0, 0. So what is it sent to? Well, we know xy is sent to 2x plus y, comma x minus y. And we want that to be equal to 0, comma 0. So to do that, we just need this equaling 0 and that equaling 0 at the same time. In other words, we have a system of two equations and two unknowns. Finding fibers is nothing more than solving a system of equations. And solving a system of equations, vice versa, is nothing more than finding a fiber of a function. So let's take a look at this. All right. At least in this case. All right. So what we have is, well, we could add both equations because they both are equations. And if we add them, we'll get another equation. And if we add them, notice we'll end up getting 3x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. So that means all xy that map to 0, 0 will have an x coordinate of 0. Well, if the x coordinate is 0, notice what has to happen in order to make it to 0, 0. These y's better be zeros as well. You can see it in the system of equations. Plugging in a 0 here would force y to be 0. So it looks like we're only going to get one point in our fiber. It's going to be a singleton set itself. It's going to be the point 0, comma 0. Okay. Let's try looking for another fiber of this exact same function. Okay, so let's try looking for 1, 2. All right, so okay. What's the fiber over the point 1, 2, the codomain element 1, 2? What would that be? Well, we just solve another system of equations. So we have 2x plus y equals 1. And we have x minus y is equal to 2. Again, we can add equations, and we'd get 3x is equal to 3, which means x is 1. Now, if x is 1, we can see that y would better be negative 1 in order for both of these to work. So that means, again, there's a unique point in this fiber. It's only a singleton set. So the fiber of this fiber over this point is simply just a single point, 1, comma, negative 1. Thanks for watching.